1.10 and 1.11 Minecraft add some pretty cool new blocks to the game. So they have different uses. So today it is a showcase about them. So welcome back everybody, here I am again. I am Abdurrahman, and today I'm gonna be showcasing to you guys some new blocks of 1.10 1.11 which are really useful. Number one on the list is the lectern. The lectern is a just stand for a book that you can read, but it's useful as you can read it with friends. Like, hi, subscribe to Doomy Gamer. He is cool. And if I leave it and come back again, I'm in still page 5. I left it at page 5 and it is still at page 5. So it is useful in saving pages on like really long books or this stuff. Okay, this is its crafting recipe. Go to the crafting table and just place in some slabs on bookshelves. And yeah, you should to take the book you have to break it, and to place it you have to place it. Next up we have the loom. It's really related to banners as it's a banner maker. This is the interface, so you place in, there's a slot for the banner, there's a slot for the dies, there's the slots for the shapes. So I'll now take the banner. I'll take the die, and I'll take the pattern, not the shape, pattern. Okay, so when I get to the interface, I put my banner, I put my die, and I have to choose either to put the shard or not. So now I'll start off by making a normal point. So the uses for this one is to make it easier to make such cool patterns on your banner with the less cost. So you, instead of using 5 dies for something, you use it only once. Next up we have the campfire. What is the campfire? Well, this one was added in the biome chooser of the competition, where the community voted for an update. So either for the taiga, or for the desert, or for the savanna, and the taiga won. So they added in the campfires, the sweet berries, and the foxes, but the foxes aren't in pocket edition. So yeah, the sweet berries first. They are just berries that you can get off bushes like this, and they slow you down and damage you if you move in them in survival mode. Now to the campfire. It emits smoke, so so it works as a something like a beacon. So if you get lost, you can see the smoke and know your way home. You can cook food at it. Like if I get food now, I can put my food on it, and it's up to four pieces of food, and it's a no fuel food cooker, so it's really useful. If you put it on a hay bale, the smoke increases really high. And this is the crafting recipe again. Okay, now if I get the campfire really fast and show it to you on the hay bale, we'll wait. You'll see that the smoke starts to raise until it goes off really higher than the other one, because it's standing on the hay bale. Yeah, and the food just drops out. Next up, we have the smoker and the blast furnace. They are just variants of the furnace, but the smoker only cooks food, can only cook food, and the blast furnace only cooks ores. This is the smoker's crafting recipe. This is the blast furnace crafting recipe. Now, why are they preferred in making food and ores? Because they simply cook much faster food and ores than the furnace. So we've got the multiplied amount of time in the smoker here of food. while here we have to wait very long. The same as the ores. Like if you get some iron ores from here and you put them in, they cook really fast. So they should be useful in many stuff, actually. Many stuff. Now let's move to the cartography table. This is a table, like the crafting table, which is actually used for maps. Simply maps. This is crafting recipe. So now we've got a normal map. Yeah, it's of this world. So now, what happens if we get those? They have used in the cartography table. So if we put the cartography table here, we can name it like hi, for example. So we can rename the map. We can expand the map and zoom out. So we can do like this. Keep doing until it increases the level. And if we put it with a compass, it makes a map that shows players or a bigger map. If we add in a glass pane with it, it locks the map. So this means it can no longer be changed, even if you navigate further in it. Next up we have the stone cutter and the grindstone and the bell. Let's start with the stone cutter. The stone cutter is crafted like this. It's useful in crafting too many stuff instead of using crafting table. How? Like for example, if you put in some cobblestone here, we can craft walls, stairs, and slabs easily within 2 seconds instead of having to remember too many hard crafting recipes. And it's much better with the stone. You can see that we can do everything almost. But unfortunately it doesn't work with wood. But it actually makes sense. It's called the stone cutter, not the wood cutter. Next we have the grindstone. Grindstone is crafted like this. And it can be hung on walls, placed on the ground, or on the ceiling. It does something really cool, which is actually it can combine half of different tools. Like if you do this, it combines their health together, and they removed the ability to do this from the normal anvil. If we put in some enchanted tools, we see that it removes the enchantments, so it can be useful in not really too much stuff, but yeah. And you get in some XP in change. And now let's see the bell. The bell has no crafting recipe just yet, but it makes some pretty cool sounds. So if you ring it, it can be hung on walls, ceiling, or placed on the ground. Its usage is to make the villagers run into their houses when it's rung. Now next we have the composter. The composter is a tool which you can just simply collect crops. I didn't get it. Collect crops and place them inside. They are classified into 4 types, but I actually made them 3. If you get these stuff, they have a chance, so you can fill this one. So I am only gain chances. This one, seeds and saplings and the cocoa beans and this stuff only fill a small percent. The carrots, the wheat, have the average one, the normal percent, but the pumpkin pies, cakes, and pumpkins have the 100%. So what is its usage? When it's done like this, it gives us bone meal, so you can change bone meal into crops and crops into bone meals. Now next we have the barrel, which is actually useful in many stuff, but actually it's simply a chest which you can throw different items inside. Why is it special? it's because that it can be placed under blocks and you can still open it. It's a directional block like the logs, so it can be placed like this. And yeah, it's really cool. This is the crafting recipe. For me, it's really cheap, as the chest contains 8 wood blocks, so it's really cool. But the crafting recipe is only pocket edition, so you must remember that. Okay, the last but not least, we have the fletching and smithing table. What did they do? Nothing. Totally nothing. They are useless and nobody likes them. Just kidding. They were added in one point in this update, Village and Pillage, but Mojang decided that they would leave it for the next update, which gets us into the sneak peek. Now let's see the interface. It looks like the bow and arrow and this stuff, and it's called the flashing table, named as the Fletcher Villager, which means which sells arrows and bows. So we might have this one working for arrows, bows, string, this stuff. And this is its crafting recipe. Yeah, for wooden planks and to this stuff. Next, the smithing table looks like something for tools, and the toolsmith uses it, so it's really cool. So it means that it's for heavy stuff like axes, pickaxes, swords, and this is its crafting recipe. So they are actually a really cool touch of Mojang to make it a little sneak peek that we can know what the next update is all about. Yeah, so this is actually it, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video and you have learned a lot, I hope, of these new blocks and how to use them. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and just goodbye.